My entitled sister-in-law is demanding I use my late father's inheritance to pay off her husband's luxury car debt, or else she says I'll destroy the family. Yes, you heard that right. I'm 28 female. My husband is 32. 2 months ago, my dad suddenly passed away from a heart attack. It was the hardest time of my life. My dad worked his fingers to the bone his entire life and left me his house and a decent amount of cash. This money was meant for my husband and my future, maybe for our future kids. But last week, my husband's sister, Sarah, came over for dinner. While we were having dessert, she suddenly started crying. Apparently, her husband bought a brand new luxury SUV, but they can't afford the payments. The repo man is literally at their door. And then she looks me dead in the eye and says, "You need to use some of your dad's money to help us. We are family." I was stunned. I told her, "That money is my dad's blood, sweat, and tears. I'm not spending it to fund your luxury car obsession." Sarah instantly played the victim. "You are so selfish. If he loses that car, his mental health will be ruined," she screamed and stormed out of the house. But you know what the worst part is? After she left, my husband turned to me and said, "Can't we just pay off half the debt? She's my sister. She's in a tough spot." I looked at him and said, "If a single penny of my dad's money goes to your sister's luxury lifestyle, I am handing you divorce papers the next morning." My husband isn't talking to me now, and his family is calling me a greedy monster. Am I the jerk for protecting my dad's legacy? Let me know in the comments. If you think that sister-in-law was entitled, wait until you hear why my wife called me a cruel monster just for asking her 24-year-old son to pay a bill. Listen to this. My wife and I have been married for 5 years. Her son from a previous marriage. Jake is 24. He graduated from college 2 years ago. Since then, he literally sits in my house, using the Wi-Fi I pay for, playing video games from morning till night. He doesn't look for a job. He doesn't do chores. His room is a biohazard. Last month, our utility and internet bills skyrocketed. So I sat Jake down. I said, "Look, man, you're a grown adult. You either get a job, even flipping burgers, and contribute $200 a month, or you need to find your own place." I thought that was totally reasonable, right? Nope. Jake ran straight to his mommy. My wife got in my face, screaming, "He's still young. He's trying to find himself. You can't threaten him with money. This is his home too." So, the next morning, I did something very simple. I changed the Wi-Fi password. I only connected my phone and my wife's phone. Jake is absolutely losing his mind. He's screaming, "I had a gaming tournament today. You're ruining my life." My wife is now sleeping in the guest room. I'm trying to teach this kid how the real world works, but I became the villain in my own house. Am I the jerk for forcing a 24-year-old to take responsibility? And now we arrive at the main event. If you are ready, we are about to reach the absolute peak of family entitlement. I paid $40,000 out of my own pocket for my stepdaughter's dream wedding. But when I saw my name was intentionally left off the invitations, I hit the nuclear button. I am a 45-year-old guy. My stepdaughter, Chloe, is 26. I've raised her since she was 8. Her biological dad abandoned them when she was little to start a new family in another state. He never showed up to a birthday, never paid a dime in child support. I paid for her school, her medical bills, her college, everything. I loved her like my own flesh and blood. When Chloe got engaged 6 months ago, she was overjoyed. Her dream wedding venue was incredibly expensive, but seeing her tear up, I couldn't say no. I drained my savings. The venue, the band, the photographer, the flowers. Exactly $40,000, paid in full by me. The wedding was just 2 weeks away. Last night, Chloe was at the kitchen table stuffing the invitation envelopes. I walked over, excited, and picked one up to read it. The invitation read, "John and Mary invite you to celebrate the marriage of their daughter, Chloe. John is her biological dad." My name was nowhere on the paper. I looked at Chloe and asked, "Chloe, why isn't my name on here?" She wouldn't even look me in the eye and just shrugged. Well, my dad decided he wants to come. He's my real dad, after all. We didn't want to make it weird for people, so we just put his name. But don't worry. You'll be sitting at a table in the back with the distant relatives. The back tables, I asked. What about the father of the bride speech, the father-daughter dance? Chloe rolled her eyes. I'm doing those with my dad, obviously. He's my blood. Please don't cause drama. In that exact moment, something inside me completely snapped. 18 years of love, sweat and sacrifice, thrown in the trash just because of biology. I didn't yell. I didn't get mad. I just said, okay, and I walked upstairs. The next morning at 9 a.m., I called the venue. The contract is in my name. Cancel it. They kept a fee, but I got 80% of my money back. Then I called the photographer. Cancelled. The band. Cancelled. The catering. Cancelled. That afternoon, Chloe came home screaming at the top of her lungs. The venue had called her. How could you do this? My wedding is in 2 weeks. What am I going to tell people? She sobbed. I looked at her, completely calm, and delivered the most satisfying sentence of my entire life. Like the invitation says, you are John's daughter. Since he's doing the first dance, he can pay the $40,000 bill. Ask your real dad to find you a venue. Right now, my phone is blowing up with messages from her side of the family. My wife is crying, calling me a monster who ruined her daughter's big day. But I don't feel a single ounce of regret. Am I the jerk? If that stepdaughter made your blood boil, you will not believe the insane trap this bride set for her toxic mother-in-law in the video on your screen right now. It is pure chaos. Click it right now, and I'll see you there.